So there are 4 different types of welding. There's oxyacetylene welding, which came first. There is stick welding or arc welding. Then there was MIG welding, and then there's TIG welding. I am going to show you MIG welding because MIG welding is sort of the it's the easiest one to learn, and they call it the hot glue gun of welding. It's pull the trigger and go. Others involve being ambidextrous, using both hands. Sometimes you use your feet along with both hands. So this one is just sort of point and shoot. So the helmet that I'm using is called an auto shade, and as soon as the arc is struck, it automatically goes dark for me. It's instantaneous. Some people wear the old school ones where they're dark all the time. Quite a few welders like to use this modern type of hood. I've gotten used to them. They run on batteries, and some of them are solar, but it's there to protect my eyes. I can increase the darkness of the helm, how fast it goes on and off with some of the dials that are here inside the helmet. So what I'm doing here is I've got my gun, and this is my ground clamp. This is negative. This is positive. I'm using a spool of wire that is automatically fed out the end when I pull the trigger. When the two of them come in contact, that's where I create my my arc, and that's where the nice thing about MIG welding is it constantly adds that wire for you. I don't have to use another hand to bring it in. So there's really only one thing to think about. Well, a couple things to think about is my travel speed and moving that metal around, moving that molten pool of metal. I make it dance a little as I work. So what I want to do is I want to make sure I come down 90 degrees to my metal surface as I'm welding. I'm right-handed, and I'm going to weld from my right to my left. If you're left-handed, you tend to go left to right. And the reason for this is you need to pull your head to the side so that I can see what's going on. If I stay behind my gun like this, I can't see what's going on in the weld. So I'm going to run a pass here, and the reason for running that pass is I want you to listen to this, because you're also going to, if I know that my wire speed and my voltage is set properly, they say it sounds like bacon sizzling in a pan. And so listen for that when I go to weld this. So this is the bead that I laid down. It's probably still just slightly cool. I could increase my voltage a little, or I could also increase my wire speed for this particular weld. It's on 1/4 inch. It's sitting just on the surface just a little, and I wiggled just slightly, but otherwise it's not a bad weld.